Welcome to my social media channel. This is Mark Anderson. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you about the general state of the economy. This is a very important episode, so stay tuned. The word that comes to my mind is uncertainty. There's a lot of uncertainty on many different fronts. For one, the US stock market looks very weak. It's been in a downtrend since August, and recently it broke through a very important support level. It looks like the market could continue down for the rest of the year based on how things are shaping up right now. Of course, that could change if there's better economic news. But for now, what's been spooking the market lately are three things. The first is that the economic reports are out there saying that inflation is not declining. They were hoping that inflation would continue to decline until it got to the target level that the Fed has set at 2%. However, in August and September, inflation started to level off. And as a result, the Fed has been out there recently saying that they're going to have to keep rates higher for longer. I think that there were expectations earlier this year that inflation would continue to decline so that the Fed could start lowering interest rates as early as next year. Now there seems to be uncertainty about when the Fed is going to be able to lower interest rates, at least for the foreseeable future. And then the other thing that's weighing on the market is the 10-year Treasury rate on the bond yield. No, I'm not a bond trader, I'm a stock market trader. I just know that when the bond yields go up on the 10-year Treasury, the stock market tends to go down because investors want to flee the market as those bond rates go up. Last week, the 10-year Treasury rate hit 5%. And that's an important level because we haven't been at that level since around 2007, right before the housing market crashed. Now, I'm not saying that the housing market's necessarily going to crash, but it is an important thing that investors watch for. And I think it's been spooking the market lately. And then another thing, the third thing that I want to mention, although I don't think it's had as much of an impact on the market yet, is the war in the Middle East. Now, as Christians, we all want to pray for the nation of Israel, that God would give them wisdom in handling this war that was thrust upon them. And we also want to pray for our own leaders, that God would give them wisdom as well. I think that where this would come into play is if this war started spreading into other countries. And so we need to all be in prayer that that won't happen. So finally, before we wrap up this video, I want to give you a couple of recommendations that you can use in the upcoming year. First, as we talk about money on this channel, as we often do, I would recommend that if you have any major purchases that you're considering, you might want to hold off at least until the Fed starts lowering the interest rates, because you're going to be paying higher prices and interest rates for things like cars and houses and all kinds of large purchases like that. So what you want to do is, if you can, hold off on those purchases until interest rates are lower. And the second thing that I would recommend is that you're using your time and your money wisely. Instead of making large purchases, I would be saving your money, using it for an entrepreneur business if you have one, or just saving it in general, because you never know when you might need it. And then also make sure you use your time wisely. This is a time to be engaging in things and activities that are going to serve us well in the long run, even in tough economic times. And above all, make sure you pray to God for guidance in the upcoming year, that He would show you what you need to do. So as we wrap up this video, If you have found any information in this video helpful, please like this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Additionally, if you haven't read a copy of my book, Forgotten Secrets of Passing On Generational Wealth, you can pick up a copy of it on Amazon today. It is my sincerest desire that the information in my book and in all my videos can help you to improve your life. May God bless you. Have a wonderful day.